Today we're going to open Kingdom New Lands from Limited Run Games. I believe there are 2,000, maybe 3,000 copies of the collector's edition out there. I buy things, I open things, so you don't have to. Live vicariously through this channel. Not through me, because my life is pretty dull. But when it comes to the collectibles, then it ramps up a little. Anyways, I don't know much about this game. However, if I were to tell you what I did know based upon what I saw from the trailer, I would tell you that it is a side-scrolling platformer that is 2D and maybe 16-bit sandbox survival game that has tower defense elements to it. It looked really weird and yet very, very interesting. I kicked myself for passing this one up, and I had to actually pay eBay prices on this, but again, I buy things so you don't have to. I'm going to open every single limited run game on this channel, so let's get into Kingdom New Lands right away. I'm going to get the cellophane off, and boom, I just devalued my game for you guys. I hope that earns a subscribe or a comment. If not, well, then do I need to dance? Because I will. I will dance. Look at me do the robot. Does this deserve a comment or a subscribe? Do, do, do. I was doing the robot before Fortnite, by the way. I was doing Mr. Roboto. Thank you very much, Mr. Anyways, open the box, Ken. Open the box. Why do I let myself get carried away? Every time I do one of these openings, I'm like, you're going to do a serious opening, Ken. You're going to do a serious opening. And then I do Mr. Roboto. Not every time in every video with Mr. Roboto, but I can't be serious. Why so serious? You get that plastic off. You help gravity a little bit with a little couple like pulls on the plastic as it comes off. Every limited run game, if you blow the plastic, you get a wish. When you wish upon a plastic wrapper, your dreams come true. I wish that I wouldn't scare everybody away with this video. Right off the bat, there is a slipcover element to it. Here is your cover. Here is the back. There looks to be the king on a horse, and then I don't know if this is also the king, but for some reason I want to say it's the queen on a horse, or a queen. I don't really have much to go off of other than this dude has short hair and this person has long hair, and that's what's making, and it's looking more like a dress. That looks more like a dress. So you know what, I'm going to say this is the queen. So the queen and the king, I don't know, maybe the king dies. It looks like he's like dying. He's in the process of dying, while the queen looks like she's in the process of life or rebuilding life. So I don't know. Again, I told you what I thought of it, and it was a weird description at that. It has a slip cover on it. Let's get rid of that. Because I opened this stuff doesn't mean I want to devalue it as much as I can. I'm not going to crease the box or anything. Carefully detach it from the glue. You know what? I'm just going to leave it on. I'm just going to leave it on like this, because now we can see exactly what it looks like, and it's just the dude, your highness, and most likely the queen, and on the top it says New Lands Kingdom, and the bottom is just black. Actually, it says Kingdom New Lands. I'm a little dyslexic. And that's what it says on the sides as well. The slipcover is where you have your Switch logo. If you have never watched one of my unboxings, what I do is I slip something flat right between the top of the box and the box itself, and then I just kind of gently, like, kind of just shake it till it pops open, and then I do it over here as well. You can do it with two at the same time or just one, and that prevents a crease from happening right down the middle of the top, and it just pops open. Look at that. This baby has no crease. And then I let gravity do the work inside the box. There is nothing else left. It's very reminiscent of last week's episode when I opened Thumper, because this looks exactly the same right now. It comes with a soundtrack. This has a lot of music on, and boy, oh boy, it's creepy. This back artwork. So we got the queen. I wonder if the queen is going to be the main protagonist. I wonder if the king dies and the queen has to go on. Maybe the king died like defending his kingdom and the queen has to go and rebuild the kingdom, hence Kingdom New Land. Anyways, there are 36 songs on this soundtrack, and look at these creepy people. What the heck are those? They kind of remind me of the Heartless in Kingdom Hearts. Yes, I have actually played another system other than Nintendo, PlayStation 2, thank you very much. They kind of remind me of the Heartless, but a little more on the creepy side. So they kind of remind me of Shy Guys as well. Really creepy Shy Guy, if there was such a thing, because aren't Shy Guys creepy to begin with? Oh no, I think Shy Guys are so cute. No, they're creepy. Got the game right here, and then I'm gonna just kind of pop it out. We got ourselves the game. The game is very unique. It's like, it has words right here, and then it's just blank space. And then it has pictures. It seems like it could have put a little better description, but here's what it says. Be brave, ruler, and fight to the bitter end. Lest these new lands conquer you instead. There's some words of wisdom for you. Fight to the bitter end. You know what? Yeah, fight to the bitter end. This is the 7th limited run release, Kingdom New Lands, and on the cover of this one is the king. I'll tell you what, if the king dies right away and the queen is the protagonist, I will call foul and that the queen should have been on the cover of Kingdom. But then again, it's like Zelda. Zelda is named Zelda, but you're actually playing as Link, so maybe I won't call foul. Maybe I'll call Squirrel instead. We'll open this up in a minute. You know what? It is exactly like Thumper, minus one item, actually. It does not have a pin, but it has a portfolio which will have art in it. It has nothing to do with Thumper, and yet it has art. So let's check out this art, and I will play Therapist again. Tell me what this reminds you of. Oh, it reminds you of your mother? What? This one also reminds you of your mother? Let me guess. This one reminds you of your mother? Yeah. Wait, there's only two? There was only two? They're skipping. There was three in Thumper, so I thought there would be 3 in this one. So both of these remind you of your mother? Okay, well, that will be $1,500, please. I'll see you next week. But Therapist, you didn't even tell me what kind of issues I have. I said $1,500, please. I actually believe in therapy, believe it or not. I think therapy is good now. About a year ago, I thought therapy was dumb, but now I'm a believer in therapy. But I will say this, make sure you find the right therapist for you and your issues. I have OCD, so I have actually seen an OCD therapist. My problems in the past is that I always went and saw just a therapist, and a therapist who doesn't specialize in OCD, well, they couldn't really help me. What am I doing? Why am I telling you guys all this? I don't know. Let's get to this. Here we go. Chris, my main man on the channel. Here's our moment. Ready for it? A steelbook. Yes, and you know what they did? Instead of trying to recreate the wheel with a new steelbook cover, they just did the same thing on repeat. And I'm actually glad they did that because I really like this artwork. And it would suck if they did some gameplay or something like that instead, or maybe a monster on here. This is intriguing. The king on a horse, the horse's head is bent low. The queen kind of going into a swampy area with lily pads, but the horse, he's like more determined, the face or the head of the horse. It really gives an intriguing vibe of what the heck is going on in this game. And then when you open it, it's just, again, the cover and the back of the cover. So this is a really cool steelbook. Very simple, but very elegant. I would actually call this elegant. Let's get into the game itself because I'm very much looking forward to this. Now, I will say that I get it that white space doesn't need to be filled just to be filled, but it just looks really awkward next to these pictures. You know, they should have just taken the pictures away and made a big old blurb saying, "Be brave, ruler." Is that a comma? Oh, that's a comma. So it's not be brave, period, ruler. It's be brave, ruler. like I'm referring to you, ruler, as the first person. Be brave, ruler, and fight to the bitter end, lest these new lands conquer you instead. Yeah, I think they should have, I don't know, they should have did something better with the back and the words. But other than that, I am digging this limited run game. We make a wish. What did I wish for, you ask? I can't tell you. Actually, I'll tell you what my wish was. My wish was to shake Anuma's hand. Who's Anuma? What does it have to do with Kingdom? Nothing. It's Anuma's the director of the Zelda games, Breath of the Wild 1, Breath of the Wild 2, and that's my wish, though. I'm allowed to wish whatever I want. Anyways, let's open it up and see what's inside. I'm assuming there will be a manual. It is they call it an instruction booklet. Nice. I like when they change it up just a little bit. This is weird. They have the same exact cover as a reversible cover. Why even bother with that? It would seem like they should have the queen here instead of having just the actual king again. It's literally the same on repeat. They wasted money on ink to make a reversible cover that is the same exact. It says, be brave, ruler, fight to the bitter end. Everything is exactly the same. So I don't know why they did that, but they did it. So let's check out the manual. You gotta be careful. It's on a glossy finish. There's a glossy shine to it. On the instruction booklet, you have the queen on the back, no sign of the king. Seemed like it would have been a no-brainer to have the queen on the reversible side of the cover, but no, they chose the front of the cover to actually be its reversible cover. The cartridge, again, looks exactly like the cover. This is not in focus. I'm not even going to take a picture because it looks like the cover of the game. The king is on a horse. We get it now. The king is on the horse. And then we have, we got that 16-bit. A solitary king carries the crown to a new land. So we have a king going to a new land. So is that not the queen? I think. Getting started. Build your kingdom. Resurrect stands to expand and defend your kingdom. Collect gold to survive. Boom, I was right. I told you. It's a platformer. It's a building sandbox type thing. You gotta recruit and expand and defend your kingdom. Repair the ship to expand new lands. The Greed. Ooh, that's a cool name for a bad guy. But beware, when night falls, out come the Greed. The Greed are lifeless entities that only want your gold and your crown. I think I know some of the Greed in my life. Let's see. What was the inspiration? Okay, so then we go to Kingdom New Lands Q&A. That's new. There's a Q&A. Has 10 questions. And that is definitely a queen. So I'm intrigued. I'm going to play this game. I'm definitely going to play this game. I love tower defense games. I am a big fan of them. I don't think this is a full-blown tower defense game, so it would be hard for me to really judge it against other tower defense games like Plants vs. Zombies, but I think it has the elements, and I think it looks very interesting, very intriguing. I didn't read all 10 questions, but the more I see of this, the more I'm like, okay, I want to know more, so I will get to know more. My favorite item was definitely the Steelbook. It's hard to beat a Steelbook, you know, because if you beat it, you'll just get a bloody knuckle. No, I mean, it's hard to have a better item than a Steelbook because Steelbooks are so cool. Am I right? Come on. What was your favorite item, everybody? And let me know that in the comments below because it's dangerous to go alone. Share this video, this channel with a friend, and please, please, please have yourselves a great day.